Alright, what's up y'all? You obviously clicked on this video because you want to know how to counter these killers, or like what you should do. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there's ways to like prevent moves from hitting you and like preventing a lot of damage, but you're not gonna like completely counter the killer, obviously, because these killers are very overpowered and really good. It's really just like you having the knowledge of knowing what to do. That's why I feel like more of what this is like. Oh my goodness, no, ignore that. Anyways, the first thing I want to talk about is teamwork. And I'll show this in many of the matches in my video on how a good team can do really good against Colossus and tripwire. Now, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you're not gonna get a good team because in public servers, most of the players are chopped. Most players are just chopped cheese, and they're just like not that good. But that's like most of the time though. Sometimes there's some good players, sometimes they're just terrible. Now, when playing, you want a more cautious play style, like paying attention to the killer and knowing what to be aware of. Like say you're Knuckles and you're protecting your team and all that, but you would save your counter because you want to use it for whenever Colossus tries charging you in the team, because you know he's going to do that. Or if Tripwire is getting ready to use her laser and you choose to save, like say you're Amy and you choose to save your hammer throw or hammer swing whenever Tripwire uses her laser. You save it, she uses her laser, you run towards her, swing your hammer or throw it, whatever, and then, and then her laser stops. And another thing I would suggest is playing cream or metal. Actually, well, no, everybody already plays metal. Or like playing someone that can help metal live. But then again, everyone has their own main, everyone does their own thing. But if you do end up having cream or metal on your team, you really want to protect them and keep them alive for as long as possible. The more you protect them, the more time is wasted. And against killers that don't have rage mode or any way to like boost the timer, wasting like 3 minutes of the killer's time of him just trying to chase down metal and metal only, it's kind of like not good for him. Now he's kind of forced to not go after metal and probably one of y'all because of how good you are doing at protecting him. And if he keeps going after metal, he keeps losing time. Now, another thing I want to cover is stun stacking. Stun stacking can waste so much time for killers like Colossus, because Colossus, it takes him a little while to find people. And let's say metal stuns him for like 7 seconds. The Knuckles waits for like 5 seconds and then punches with a fire fist. That timer, when it was at 2 seconds, now goes back up to around like 7 seconds of stun time. Now Knuckles runs away, he gets away. That's an extra like 5 seconds for his move to come back. Your teammates are already gotten away. Y'all probably regrouped or whatever, and you're all good. And Colossus has lost like 12 seconds of time wasted just sitting there, and now he has to waste even more trying to find y'all because of how slow he is and having to use indicator over and over again. Now, I don't think it'll work that well against Tripwire since she has the little thingy, but like I definitely feel like stun stacking will still be useful against her. Now against Tripwire, this is like more killer specific, like how to deal with killers. Against Tripwire, you probably want to stay with a teammate most of the time. Now, she's most likely gonna go for grab if you do stay with a teammate, but it is definitely still worth it to stay with someone, because who knows, they may end up like stunning her whenever she goes for the laser, because you're alone when she goes for the laser. I mean, you'll take a lot of damage, but like you could probably still stun her actually. But I just feel like if you're alone against Tripwire, there's no way for you to run away, and like you're gonna need help. So like, I honestly, just staying with a teammate at all times is good for any killer. Now, the first thing I really want to talk about were the mines. The mines, a lot of things I see a lot of people do is whenever they get hit by the mine, they just kind of run away without pressing a move. Now, why do I say without pressing a move? It's because you get a debuff called shocked. And you get this debuff if you ever get hit by a mine, or if you save a teammate from the grab, from tripwire's grab. And this debuff, if you don't press your move, it will stay there forever, I think. And if you're in a chase sequence, you're gonna try and press that move to try and get away, and it's gonna go on an 8-second cooldown because you didn't press it earlier, which is definitely something you should do early. Because I see a lot of people don't do that. And with the mines, honestly, just watch your step. It should be way easier to see the mines now. And yeah, that's basically it. The only way you're really getting hit by the mines is if you're not paying attention, or if you're in a chase sequence. Now, let's talk about tripwire's laser. Now, it really doesn't damage from tripwire's laser. It's a lightning trail that it leaves behind, because that does a lot of damage per tick. And it can, like, I feel like if there's a bunch of that lightning trail in one area, it can do a lot of damage for just standing in it for like a couple seconds. Because I'm pretty sure one time I had to walk through it. I had walked through it for just a little bit, like probably 1 to 2 seconds. I lost 10 HP. That lightning trail, stay away from that. Really try to stay away from it. And tripwire's grab, it does 20 damage, I'm pretty sure. I was testing it in a private server. It does 20 damage usually, but it really just depends on how close you are to tripwire. If you're closer to tripwire, the more damage you're going to take if you get hit by the grab. Now, if you're Sonic or Knuckles and your teammate saves you, you should definitely stun stack and give your team some time to get away. Now, what I recommend using a move to save your teammate, if you're full HP, go for it. If you're low HP, no, because for some reason you take damage from saving your teammate. That is one thing I don't like about tripwire. That is one thing I feel like should get nerfed. It's the fact that you take damage from saving your teammate from a grab. I don't know why she has that shield around her grab in the first place. That really shouldn't even be there. I don't like that. Especially considering that it can hit multiple people at once. I just don't get why they put that there. But that's enough about tripwire. On to Colossus. Now, Colossus is a really good killer that can kill like multiple survivors at once. Well, I mean like hit multiple survivors at once because of his charge move. Now, there are actually like a couple ways to get away from this charge move, which would be like running around or trying to get him to run into walls so he can like possibly miss, and like trying to run around walls and stuff like that. It's really hard to like get him to actually miss his charge though. This is low chance. Now, another way you can stop the charge is by using Amy's hammer throw, Knuckles' counter, Tails' beam, Eggman's shield, Silver suppression, Sonic's drop dash, and Flame's flamethrower and javelin. Cream could iframe it with heal, I would think, because you were able to do that with 2011X's charge. And maybe Dash also gives you iframe, so you could possibly avoid it. I'm not sure about the Cream stuff though. I've never seen a Cream player try any of that. Now, Colossus' block ability. If you're a character that is Metal, Sonic, and Knuckles, maybe, because most of these Colossuses don't block for Knuckles' punch most of the time. But mainly if you're Metal or Sonic, he's most likely going to use his block for your move. So I'm pretty sure those are the only characters that really should be worried about his block. And Tails could also even bait out his block ability by shooting his beam and purposely missing just to get him to block. Now, Colossus's grab, I really don't know what to do about that, besides like trying to run sideways and dodge it, because he's forced to go straight forward whenever he uses that move. And that's really all I don't really know what to say about his grab, because most of the time you've already gotten hit by it after his charge. But yeah, that's about it for the killer specific stuff. Now in last man standing is when killers like they're really strong, because there's no teammates to save you, nobody really help you, and against a killer that does 50 and 1, that is really strong. And you also have to survive for like 3 minutes against that, so that can also be troublesome. Now against Colossus, you probably want to hide most of the time. Hiding is really key for like trying to beat Colossus, because Colossus is just gonna keep looking for you and keep looking for you and looking for you. He's gonna keep spamming indicator and keep looking, because that's what he has to do, because he doesn't have a constant indicator like tripwire. He has to keep running around trying to find you. He'll probably get lucky and find you, I'm not gonna lie, but he's gonna find you regardless. But when he does find you, if you were able to stay out of his way for a long time, you'll probably only have like 2 minutes left, 2 minutes 30 seconds left of the last man standing, possibly. And if you do end up getting hit, just know like where you want to run, like afterwards, or like using a move, stunning him and trying to find somewhere to go. Now tripwire, you cannot lose her. That indicator will always be on you in last man standing. You will not get away from a tripwire. So this is really just like juking, knowing like when she's probably gonna go for a move. Definitely watch out for laser and mines in last man standing, because for some odd reason, your damage reduction doesn't do anything against the laser and mine. They still do the same exact damage as they did before last man standing, which is so stupid to me. Why doesn't my damage reduction not work? Like, I can understand Knuckles' punch damage reduction not working before, but like, come on, in last man standing, I should definitely get some kind of like defense against that. I don't know why mines and lasers do true damage, I guess. You might as well just call it true damage. But yeah, basically in tripwire last man standing, you want to be more cautious of her attacks. And yeah, that's really it. I've never really gotten a tripwire last man standing, so I can't really say much about it. But this is just really how I feel about it, or what I would do. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go on to some matches with me playing with a good team and showing y'all how much that can ruin, how good that is against Colossus and tripwire. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to tie something in, bruh. Are we serious? Where'd I get out? What am I latching onto? That's the first time I ever gotten mad at an invisible wall.
I meant to ground slam there. That's unfortunate. I don't know, that was a little bit of a... Oh! That was a good panic. Please don't... Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to my... Somewhere right there, so yeah, watch out for that. I had to get rid of the bomb. I forgot the bomb has a little debuff. Dang it, I wasn't up there. Tail shoots a laser, what you doing?
you got more. They're really good. I want it. Right now, I'm sorry.
He didn't even swing at me. He didn't even swing at Silver either. Dang it, I knew he was gonna swing too. Dang it. I didn't think Sonic was just gonna go right there. Can't even do nothing, he has a red outline, but he doesn't know. He's a Goofy. Wow, really good. He just hit me mid counter, bro. What? Wait, can grab hit you through counter? Wait, there's no way that actually works like that. There is no way I can actually like be hit through grab. There's no way. Like hit through my counter, I mean. Frick. Let me. Oh, there we go. He can hit me through counter. That is brain dead. Why can he do that? Why? For what purpose can he hit me through counter? That is what? That is unfair. That is unfair. What do you mean that doesn't counter? What do you mean?